What's up, guys, and welcome back. I know that my Sunday videos can run anywhere from like 20 to 25 minutes. I'm not going to try to make a very long video today because today's Super Bowl Sunday. And I know a lot of you have places to go, people to see, barbecues to attend. I do as well, so I don't want to make a very long video like I said. But today I just want to take a little look at one of my favorite gaming franchises that I grew up with, which is Castlevania. Now, I grew up in the 80s playing Castlevania, and it was the shit. And it still is the shit. Basically, you have on the first game, you have like 6 bosses. You're fighting a giant bat. I think they call him the Phantom Bat. And a Medusa head, a giant Medusa head, the Mummy, or Mummy Men, and Frankenstein and Igor. Let's just stop right quick and talk about that for a second. Frankenstein and Igor. You're not fighting Frankenstein. You're fighting Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein was actually the mad scientist that brought the monster back to life. But I know a lot of people that talk about, or when they hear the word Frankenstein, they envision, the monster. I do the same thing, but they should have called it Frankenstein's monster and Igor, not Frankenstein and Igor. Anyways, I don't want to get too much into that. You also have to fight the Grim Reaper and Dracula, and that's the whole purpose of all the I almost said Final Fantasy. That's the whole purpose of all the Castlevania games, is getting to Dracula and defeating him. So yeah, Castlevania, the first game, well, I don't know if this was actually like the official first game, but this was the first game that I played on the NES back in the 80s. And after that, there was Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, that a lot of people don't like too much. I don't get that. It gets a lot of shit. I don't know if it's because the whole switching from night and day type of thing, that really didn't bother me. I love that game so much. I remember back then I used to rent it every weekend, and I would finish it every weekend. A lot of my friends would tell me, like, you rented Castlevania 2 again. Why? Well, simple reason, because I love that game. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse, I have finished it. I own it. And I just actually recently finished it. Well, I won't say recently, but like 2 years ago. And I used to like it. And I mean, I still like it, but it's a bitch. That game is tough. Once you get towards the end, it is rough. And will I ever play it again? Maybe. Yeah, that's just a maybe. But more than likely, maybe not. It's a pretty good game. It's a great game. It's just, once you get towards the end, like I said, it's pretty damn tough. Like I said, I'm not going to make a very long video. There's a ton of Castlevania games to talk about, but I'm going to break it down to these next 3. And I owe it to you guys to make a video on Sunday because that's what I do. And for those of you that watch, for those of you that subscribe, you know, thank you so much. So, Super Castlevania 4. One, not the one, but at the time was one of my favorite Castlevania games. Just because of the Mode 7. The music was awesome on that game. The ability to whip in all directions was awesome. The ability to swing was awesome. That game is pretty much the, well, I don't want to say the best, but I want to say the best, you know what I mean? Because, like, to me, the best Castlevania game that's ever been made was Symphony of the Night. Just for the fact that it's a huge game. It plays like an RPG. Well, kind of in that respect, you know, it plays like an RPG. You can level up. You can level up your character, of course, and your weapons and your armor and all that. But I absolutely love Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I love it so much, as a matter of fact, that I own it on the PlayStation 1. I own it on the PSP. And I recently, a few months ago, bought it on the PS4 when they released that Castlevania collection. I can't remember what it was called. But I did a live stream on that. I think I did on Twitch. And I can't remember if I did it here on YouTube. But I did finish it. And the last game, right quick, before I let all of you, or can't even talk, before I let all of you go, is Castlevania Rondo of Blood. That takes you back to like the traditional, you know, side-scrolling Castlevania type of game. And that's another one of my favorites that I really care about and I play the shit out of. I don't own the actual physical copy of Rondo of Blood on the PC Engine because that's like $300. And well, I don't think I'll ever own that game. Well, physically, in that manner, because of that. Because of the price that it's going for. I do have a physical copy of a version of Rondo of Blood on the PSP that comes with Symphony of the Night, which I like that version. Except they changed the graphics up. They look like original, like PlayStation graphics, you know, kind of like blocky and stuff. But it was fun. You can still unlock the original version of Rondo of Blood. And you have to unlock Symphony of the Night. But, yeah, Castlevania. That's one of those games that I absolutely fell in love with. There's many more Castlevania games that I would love to talk about. Like I said, I don't want to make this a long video. Because today's Super Bowl Sunday. You want to sit here and watch videos. You want to watch football. And that's what I want to do. So, yeah, it's time for me to start tearing this room down and getting it ready to get redone, get repainted, and all that good stuff. It's gonna be a lot of work, but I can't wait to get this room finally done so you guys can see it here pretty soon, maybe in the next month and a half, hopefully. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode.